57 is 57. Okay. Good morning, students. Welcome back to our economics class. So, as we have done with all the important questions from all these days, today I'm going to tell you what are the most important from exam point of view. Just the questions, LAQs, what LAQs you have to be perfect for your exam, what SAQs you have to be perfect, and what are the VSAQs you have to go through. Okay, so all these answers, today I'm going to tell you only the questions what you have to be perfect. Okay, and what all the answers you want. In our previous videos, we have discussed with all the answers in detail, right? So whatever the questions I'm going to tell you now, you can just refer to the previous video. You will get the answer for that. Okay, so hope you all are going through all the videos and all prepared with almost all the questions, because no time for your exam. So now I'm going to tell you the most important and expected questions from exam point of view. So first, when we discuss with our long answer questions, when we discuss with our long answers, that is for 10 marks, first question we can expect is explain law of diminishing marginal utility. Explain law of diminishing marginal utility and what are its exceptions and limitations. So what was explained in law of diminishing? This is the first question we can expect for your 10 marks LAQ question. What was explained in law of diminishing marginal utility? As consumer consumes the extra unit, the additional satisfaction from extra unit decreases. Okay, so here when you write this answer, how to present this one? First, you will be writing the introduction. Introduction is what? This law was explained by H.H. Gaussen, and it is also known as Gaussen's first law. Later, Alfred Marshall popularized this law in a scientific manner. Okay, so you will write down the introduction like this. After introduction, you will be writing the definition. Definition which was given by Alfred Marshall. What is the definition he has given here? The additional benefit which a consumer derives from a thing diminishes with the additional satisfaction. So you just write down the definition of that. The additional benefit which a consumer derives from the extra unit goes on diminishes with the every extra unit that he is having. So after definition, you will be writing the meaning of the law. What was explained in the meaning? In meaning, they say that when consumer consumes additional units, the extra satisfaction from extra unit diminishes. The extra satisfaction from extra unit diminishes. And one more point, what you will write here? This law was explained in case of single good. So, law is explained in case of single good, right? And also we can say that this law explains the relation between quantity consumed and utility derived. Okay, so you will write in this way. First, you will write the introduction of the law, who explained this law, then definition, the additional benefit which is given by Alfred Marshall. Then you will write down the meaning. After meaning, you will write down the assumptions. What are the assumptions of law of diminishing marginal utility? The assumptions, like any 8 points you write down, that is enough. Okay, so what are all the assumptions of law of diminishing marginal utility? Consumer is rational, right? Indivisible units. No, we assume that units are divisible here. Consumer is rational, then cardinal measurement of utility is possible, and also we assume that marginal utility of money remains constant, and we assume that units are divisible. Also, we assume the goods are homogeneous and they have uniform size. Right? They have uniform size of the commodity, means whatever the product we are taking, they all are of same size, same shape, and same type. Okay. Then another, we assume here, consumer is having full knowledge of market. Consumer is having full knowledge of market. And what else we assume over here? We assume consumer is rational. There is cardinal measurement of utility. Marginal utility of money remains constant. Commodity is divisible. We assume the goods are homogeneous and are of uniform size. And consumer is having the full knowledge of the market. Also, we assume that there is no time lag in the consumption. Means when the consumption is done, it is continuous without any. And also we assume that there is no change in the consumer behavior. No change in consumer behavior. So these are the assumptions we are making for law of diminishing marginal utility, right? Now this law we can explain with the help of a table and a graph. So in table, what you are writing here? Table you will take quantity, total utility, and marginal utility, right? If 1 unit is consumed, we will derive around 40 units of total satisfaction. 2 units, 70, 3 units, 90, 4 units, 100, 5 units, 100, 6 units, 90. You have to just remember the total utility. Total utility is what? The total satisfaction which is derived by the consumer by consuming all the units. Total utility, the total satisfaction which is derived by the consumer by consuming all the commodities. Marginal utility. What is marginal utility? Additional utility which is derived from additional consumption of the utility. When we consume extra unit, what is the extra satisfaction we are deriving? That is called as marginal utility. How we calculate marginal utility? TUN minus TUN minus 1. Means first one is 40 and previous we don't have. So marginal utility is 40. Next we have 70 minus 40 is equals to 30. Next 90 minus 70. We have 20. 100 minus 90. 10. See, TUN minus TUN minus 1. N minus 1 means previous one. Then 100 minus 100. 0. 90 minus 100. Minus 10. So these are the marginal utilities we got. As we take additional quantity, the additional utility diminishes. That is what explained in law of diminishing marginal utility. Now for this you will do the graph here. When you write this answer, this table, graph, all are very, very, very important. Scoring for your answer. Okay, so here total utility and marginal utility. So how will be our graph here? It starts from 0, increases, total utility increases and then decreases, marginal utility decreases. And one more point we have to observe here, whenever marginal utility is total utility is maximum, marginal utility is 0. See this point, when total is maximum, marginal is 0. So same we have to show it over here. With dotted lines, I will show it is a point of equilibrium where consumer will be in equilibrium, means he will be getting maximum satisfaction. Because if you see beyond this point, our total satisfaction is decreasing, marginal additional unit is becoming negative. Okay, so for this, what we will write now, you have to write down the relation also. What relation you will write here? First point, when TU increases, MU decreases. When our TU is increasing, MU is decreasing. When TU is maximum, MU is 0. When TU is maximum, MU is 0. And when TU decreases, MU becomes negative. When our total utility is decreasing, marginal utility becomes negative. So this way, we have explained our law of diminishing marginal utility. And you should explain its exceptions and also limitations. That already we have discussed. What are the exceptions to the law of demand? What all we have made the assumptions. If assumptions are not applicable in reality, that will be our limitations, right? See, we assume that consumer is a rational man, but in reality, consumer is not rational. Consumer is an economic man with rational behavior. Okay, and we also assumed cardinal measurement of utility. But if you see in reality, we cannot measure our utility. Cardinal measurement means what? Utility is measured in cardinal numbers, that is 1, 2, 3, 4. We are measuring our satisfaction, which is not possible in our reality. So cardinal measurement is not possible. We assume commodity is divisible. But in case of complementary goods, like we have indivisible goods, this law is not applicable because we cannot divide the commodity because they are dependent goods. In that case, we cannot explain law of diminishing marginal utility. Next, we say marginal utility of money remains constant, but as we use more and more money, the additional, marginal means what? Additional. The additional satisfaction, it will not remain constant. It will be increasing. So that is also against our law of diminishing marginal utility. And then there is no change in consumer behavior. If consumers' taste and preferences are changing, then this law is not applicable. Okay. So these are the assumptions. Table, graph, you have to write down this relation compulsory. Then you write down the limitations and the importance. Clear? So hope you got this answer here. This is one important question from exam point of view. The next question will be, second LAQ will be law of variable proportions. In law of variable proportions, what was explained over here? It explains the production function in the short run. Just in brief, I'm revising. But you have to prepare the question what I explained in the previous video. Okay, refer to the previous videos for the complete answer. Here I'm just explaining in brief like a revision. Okay, this law explains the production function in the long run, in the short run. This law explains the production function in the short run. What happens in the short run? In short run, some factors are fixed. In short run, some factors are fixed and some are variable. So, fixed factors are combined with variable factors. Fixed factors are combined with variable factors. So, our output increases at an increasing rate in the beginning, then output increases at a diminishing rate. Output increases at a diminishing rate, and then our output decreases. So this is the law which was explained in law of variable proportion. Just see what they are saying. In short run, some factors are fixed, some factors are variable. When we combine fixed factors with variable factors, our output increases at an increasing rate in the beginning, then output increases at a diminishing rate, and then our output decreases. Means as we increase our variable factors, right, which are combined with our fixed factors, our output in the beginning increases at an increasing rate, and then it decreases. So this was explained in law of variable proportion. Now, when we explain this law, we have made certain assumptions. What are the assumptions we made over here? All factors except labor is variable. So first is what? All factors except labor are fixed. And also we assume that labor alone is a variable factor. Labor is a variable factor, and the units are measured, quantities measured in physical units. Quantity is measured in physical units. These are the assumptions we are making. Technology remains constant. Land will be constant. You can write that points here. Now, this law we can explain with the help of a table and a graph. Okay. So here, table you can say. In table, we are taking number of variable units, that is labor, then total product, average product, and marginal product. If one labor is used in the production, the total output we are getting is, okay, first you take 0, 0, 1 labor 8 units, 2 labor 20 units, 3 labor 36 units, 4 labor 48 units, 5 labor 55 units, 6 labor 60 units, 7 labor 60 units, because from that land we can get only 60 units output. 8 labor 56 units. Okay, so this way we have taken the example here. Now, how we calculate AP? What is AP? You can see here. AP is equals to TP by L. L means what? Our labor. TP by L. So here it will be 0, 8 by 1, 8, 20 by 2, 10, 36 by 3, 12, 48 by 4, 12, 55 by 5, 11, 60 by 6, 10, 60 by 7, 8.6, and 56 by 8, 7. Okay. So this way you will calculate average product. Now marginal product. What is the formula for marginal product? Marginal product is equals to TPN minus TPN minus 1. Okay. So here it will not come anything. 8 minus 0 is 8. 10 minus 8. Sorry. TP 20 minus 8. 12. 36 minus 20. 16. 48 minus 36. 12. Then it is 7. 55 minus 48, 7. 60 minus 55, 5. 60 minus 60, 0. 56 minus 60 minus 4. So what's happening to our marginal product? Marginal product increasing, reaching to maximum and then decreases. Okay. And it becomes equal to AP at this point. And it becomes 0 where TP is maximum. You have to remember these points. Now see the graph here. On x-axis, we take number of variable factors, that is labor. And on x-axis, y-axis, TP, AP and MP. So we are taking from 0 over here. So I'm not putting the points, I'm just drawing the graph. See that you will get the points exactly where they are intersecting each other. Now this is total product increasing, then increasing at an increasing rate, then at a diminishing rate, reaching to maximum and then decreasing. Next, our AP increases and then decreases. Our AP increases and then decreases. Now, coming to our MP. MP, what is happening? Increasing. It is increasing more than our AP. When it is increasing more than AP, decreasing, 0. And so, if you see this one, at this point, this is the first stage, we can say. In the first stage, what is happening here? Our TP is increasing. So, just we have to explain this one. Okay, we will write here. First stage. What is happening in our first stage? TP increasing. See, our TP is increasing in the first stage, right? AP increasing. Our AP is also increasing. MP increasing. But here we can say MP increase is more than AP increase. That is our first stage. So what we call our first stage as increasing returns to scale. Now second stage, you see. In second stage, what you're having? TP is increasing. See, at this point where our MP is 0, at this point, our TP will be maximum. And this is our third stage. Okay, so if you see in the second stage, TP increases at diminishing rate. TP increases at a diminishing rate. AP increases and, AP decreases. AP decreases and our MP also decreases. AP decreases and MP also decreases. But MP decrease is more than AP decrease. Simple thing, you don't get confused how to explain first, second and third stage. You observe in the table or in the graph what is happening. If you are confused in table, just see the graph. In graph, you can see first stage, all the three curves are increasing. Second stage, at this point where MP is 0. MP is 0, TP is maximum. At this point, TP is increasing at a diminishing rate. AP decreases, MP decreases and becomes 0. Now coming to our third stage, what is the third stage here? Now second stage is called as constant returns to scale or diminishing returns to scale. Third stage is negative returns to scale. Okay. In this stage, what happens? TP decreases, AP decreases and MP becomes negative, right? So this is how we have the law of variable proportion, where this is also based on diminishing marginal. As we take more and more labor, the additional output is nothing but marginal product. Our additional output increases in the beginning, but then decreases and becomes negative. So this is what we explain in our law of variable proportion. Hope you understood this one. Just in brief, I'm explaining. You can go through in detail in our previous videos. Okay. Okay, so this answer is for expected question for your exam. Now, next important question you have to prepare here is our third question, that is perfect competition. Define perfect competition and explain price determination under perfect competition. Explain price determination under perfect competition. This is one more expected question from exam point of view, right? Already we have discussed in detail in our previous video. Just I'm going to explain you in brief how to present this answer so that you can score full marks for this. Okay. So what is perfect competition? Perfect competition is a market where it is a market where there are large number of buyers. There are large number of buyers and sellers selling homogeneous goods. Homogeneous goods. So you can see here, what is perfect competition? It is a market where there are large number of buyers and sellers who sell homogeneous goods. Homogeneous means what? Same type of goods they are selling. Okay. When they sell homogeneous goods, in this market, there is absence of rivalry, right? And uniform price for the commodity. Uniform price for the commodity. This market is called as perfect competition. What is perfect competition? Where there are many buyers, many sellers who sell homogeneous goods. There is absence of rivalry because everyone are selling their goods and only one price exists in the market. Okay. Now, coming to the features of this perfect competition, you have to write down the characteristics. Don't assume that they are explaining only price determination. No, if you write characteristics, you can score full marks for this answer. Clear? So, what are the characteristics of perfect competition? First one, large number of buyers and sellers. Large number of buyers and sellers. As we know, under perfect competition, there are large number of buyers and large number of sellers. Second one, they sell homogeneous goods. So we can say in the market, all the sellers will sell homogeneous goods. And also in this market, we can say that there is absence of artificial restrictions. Means sellers will not have any restrictions as well as buyers will not have any restrictions. They have freedom to sell and buy in the market. One more important feature, there is free entry and free exit of the firm. Free entry and free exit of the firm. Next, perfect mobility of factors of production. Perfect mobility of factors of production. Also, we can say absence of transport cost. Absence of transport cost and perfect knowledge of the market. Both buyers and sellers have perfect knowledge of the market. So this market is called as perfect competition. You have to write down the features. Now after features, you will explain the price determination. How price is determined under perfect competition. So a price determination, here we can say industry determines price based on market forces, demand and supply. Based on market forces, demand and supply. Because many sellers are there, individual firm cannot decide the price. Only industry will decide the price based on demand and supply. So we will explain that one here. Now this is the price. Here we take quantity supplied and quantity demanded. So if you see, now as we have studied law of demand and law of supply, if price is 10 rupees, if price is less, supply will be less. If price increases, supply also increases. Price increases to 30, supply increases to 40. Price increases to 40, supply increases. Still price increases, supply increases. This is from producer point of view. As a producer, he will supply more quantity when price is high. He will supply less quantity when price is low. Okay. Now coming to the demand. As a consumer, what we will do here? When price is less, we demand more quantity. When price increases, demand decreases. As the price is increasing, demand is decreasing. Because as a consumer, what we will do? When the price is high, we demand less quantity. When price is less, we demand more quantity, right? So that way we have demand and supply. Now same thing we will show it with the help of a graph here. On x-axis we take quantity supplied and demanded, and on y-axis we take price. So how will be our supply curve? As price increases, supply is also increasing. So supply curve will be sloping upwards. Positive relation, na? When price increasing, supply increasing. That means supply curve is sloping upwards. Now coming to the demand. It is a negative relation. Means when price increasing, our demand decreasing. Negative relation means demand curve slope downwards. The point where both supply and demand are equal, that is OM quantity, means you can take. This is the point of equilibrium. At price 30, our quantity supplied is 40 units and quantity demanded is 40 units. So this is called as equilibrium price. So who will determine price in perfect competition? Under perfect competition, price is determined by the industry because there are n number of firms. That is the reason industry will decide the price based on demand and supply. Clear? Hope you understood this answer. In detail, how to write this answer, you can see our previous videos. Now, the next question you are having. Next question you have, that is our fourth important question from exam point of view. That is, define national income. Define national income. Explain various methods to calculate national income. Various methods to calculate national income. What is national income first? You will explain national income is the final market value of all goods and services produced in a country in a year is called as national income. Okay, first you will write down the meaning, then methods to calculate national income. The various methods to calculate national income are, first method is what? Output method. In output method, first is output method. Next one is the income method. And next we have is the expenditure method. Right? What are the three methods to calculate national income? Input, output method, income method, and expenditure method. So, how you will write this answer here? When you explain this output method, so output method is what? The total output produced by all the firms in a country in a year. Okay, so it is the market value of all final goods and services produced in a year. Market value of, it is the market value of all final goods and services produced in a year. How you will get the market value here? Price into quantity. If we do, we will get the market value. So, GNP is equals to, what is our formula here for national income? P1Q1 plus P2Q2 plus so on up to PNQN plus net income from abroad. Net income from abroad. So this is the formula for your GNP at output method. We calculate this gross national product using output method. Next, coming to income method. This is income received by all factors of production in the form of rent, wages, interest, and profit. So formula will be national income is equals to rent plus wages plus interest plus profit. So this is the formula to you calculate using income method. Then next one we have expenditure method. Here we consider all the expenditure incurred by the society. Expenditure by households, government, and firm are added together. Also, we include net exports. Okay, so how you will calculate the national income here? national income is equals to expenditure of household plus expenditure of firms plus expenditure of government plus net exports. So this is the formula to calculate our national income using expenditure method. So hope you are understanding this one. Just you have to explain what is that method and all. Then you write down these formulas. This will be your LAQ. Hope you understood this one. Now, these 4 questions, whatever you do, these 4 questions, you be perfect. Minimum 2 questions you will be able to write. Okay, is it clear? Now the additional, next questions you have to prepare are, like you have one more SAQ. Okay, that all will be confusing for you. Only these 4 questions you prepare. Now coming to your SAQs. Short answer questions, what all you have to prepare. Now just I will give the questions. You go through that questions. First, difference between micro and macroeconomics. Difference between micro and macroeconomics you prepare. Second question, you will be writing utility. Utility and its types. Third question, you will be writing characteristics of human wants. Just I'm giving you the questions. See, only LAQs I have revised. Now SAQs you can prepare because already we have discussed all these in detail. Okay, just the questions, you prepare only these questions for your exam. Easily you can score above 50. So, characteristics of human wants. Then next, indifference curve and its properties. Curve and its properties. Right? Then next question you will be preparing here is demand determinants of demand. Determinants of demand. Right? Next question you will be preparing is exceptions to law of demand. Exceptions to law of demand. Then you have reasons for downward sloping demand curve. Reasons for negative sloping demand curve. And after this, you prepare with returns to scale, law of returns to scale, internal economies, Next, relation between AC and MC. Okay, these are from your 4 questions. Now, okay, next question you will be preparing for your SAQ will be monopoly and its features. Monopoly and its features, monopolistic competition, and factors determining real wages. Factors determining real wages. Next, factors determining national income. Factors determining national income. Then, sources of public revenue. Then items in public expenditure. Items in public expenditure. Also, you have to prepare redemption methods of public debt. Redemption methods of public debt. Then, after redemption methods of public debt, you have to prepare difficulties of barter system. Difficulties in barter system. Functions of money. Then causes of inflation. Causes of inflation. Next, you will write relation between economics and statistics. And you have to prepare with median, calculation of median. So only these questions, if you prepare, those who are writing improvement, they can score more marks then. And those who are writing your supplementary, easily you can score above 50. So all the LAQs I have discussed just now, these are the SAQs you have to prepare, and BSAQs. After every lesson in our previous videos, what we have done, after every lesson, I have taken some important SAQs now. Just go through that BSAQs for your exam. So these questions, if you prepare for your exam, easily you can score good marks. Clear? Hope you all read these all questions here. Okay, then this is all for your economics here. Thank you.